Doon 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 doon. Early chapter release. Doon 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 doon. Oh my goodness, yo. I'm afraid, man. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm terrified of what we're about to experience here today. I'm terrified. Every time a chapter has dropped around this time of the year, it hits different. You know, just in recent memory, he laughed, Red Rock. It's like, bro, certain chapters that unforgettable experiences. And now we are gonna be here today. Where's the camera? Let's go. Yo, and there's good lighting in here. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yo, whoever is powering the light source today, can I hire you forever? Ooh, your boy is looking as good as ever. Yes, sir. Hold on. Make sure we're good. Ladies and gentlemen, there's 100 people in here for an early chapter? Ooh, yo, YouTube thought they could shadow ban me. Who's shadow banning who? You can't stop our community. Yo, let me know if the audio's good, man. I'm about to go off, bro. Boys. Hold on, let me see. Good? Audio's good. Bar M, you a goat. Lazy Mofo's my guy. Let's go, Christopher M. Thank you. I appreciate y'all, ladies and gentlemen. They can't stop the hype. Yo, 100 people here on what's today, Thursday? Thursday morning for an early chapter release, man. I truly appreciate y'all, ladies and gentlemen, because without further ado, yo, when I was told earlier this week to get off social media because spoilers were out, I was like, okay. In my head, I was like, okay, it's either going to come out this week or next week. So I was afraid. I was like, man, should I stay on social media? Because normally you never know with this chapter, right? With like the chapter that comes out between Christmas and New Year's. You never know. It's always been like that. Or like Christmas time in general. So the fact that we had an official release last week, it was like, all right, maybe it'll come out around like the beginning of January. No. We're getting one more chapter this year, bro. Even though it's technically the first chapter of next year, and that's the way it's going to be counted as, is the first chapter of next year. Just like all of the other ones, this is going to be our technical, right, final chapter of the year. And so, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the final installment of 2022 / the first installment of 2023? Because Lord knows I'm not ready. I'm not ready in the slightest because, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the middle of Egghead Island. I just saw my favorite transformation of all time going up air like swimwear against Robert D. Lucci. Things I never even would have imagined taking place were taking place before my very eyes. An awakened Robert D. Lucci, mind you, was getting bodied, but we respect it. We respect his resilience. Then, at the end of the chapter, the S systems are going in. S-Hawk, the S-Shark, ready to go in, right? S-Snake. So we got our Seraphims right outside the door. We had that nasty panel. And how do we end the chapter? Borsalino. And so what is this chapter going to have in store? Who knows? But we are here today for another installment in our beloved Egghead Island greatness. An arc that has not missed in the slightest. An arc in which Oda's been cooking on that new grill. And that new grill is working so well for my boy because it is cooking at the highest level. The highest level. Gordon Ramsay looks upon Ichiro Oda while cooking this arc and he's like, I wish I could do what he could do. I wish I could cook what he's cooking. Because what he's cooking, I smell that thing all the way from Mount Everest. I smell that thing coming down from the heavens themselves. So he's like, hold on. I gotta cook what he's cooking. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to experience another Ichiro Oda masterclass in our beloved best-selling manga in history. It feels so good. I honestly didn't think I was going to be able to say that until next year. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I thought the latest chapter reaction Afterthoughts, I was like, that's it. That's it for the year. Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's do this chapter of the year poll, which is still up. I'm going to be doing the results for that on Saturday, or hopefully Saturday. But it's time. It is time. One more chapter of our beloved best-selling comic of all time. I'm wishing it into existence because I know it's number 2. I know it's number 2, but one of these days, in the middle of the final saga, when Luffy and Instant Messenger Sama are right in front of each other, and my dog says, "Oh, it's you, Joy Boy," and Luffy's like, "I don't know who Joy Boy is. My name's Monkey D." When Shanks is boxing Blackbeard, when Dragon is in there like swimwear, that is when Superman is gonna get trounced, and we are here to witness every single second of it in Peace! Yo, let's go, dudes! I am ready for the peak, ladies and gentlemen. I'm ready for the peak! So let me pull up the chapter. I was told by TCB, shout out to my guys, that that the chapter was in a lower quality than usual. Listen, man. I come from the one manga era of what... It can't get any more low quality than one manga. Alright, so trust me, this is going to be as legible, as readable as possible. So we're going to be good. We're going to be good, man. This is going to be peak fiction. Listen, when it's peak, it's peak. When it's peak, it's peak. That's all I got to say. So let me pull up the chapter. I still have the Hunter x Hunter chapter up. Let me see. Flipping time, my people. Let's go, dude. Legit, man. I'm just grateful the fact that we're getting another One Piece chapter this year. Like, let's go. One Piece chapter 1071. Yo, my palms are sweaty, bro. Good lord. My palms are sweaty. NL. Oh, is this foreshadowing? My palms are sweaty, bro. My knees turned into spaghetti. Is NL in this chapter? Is NL in this chapter? Wait a minute. Yo, why are my palms so sweaty, dude? What's going on? What is going on? Regardless, let's get into it. We're putting out this lower quality early version of chapter 1071 ahead of our usual release, since at this time of the year it's unpredictable when high quality scans will be available. It could take a few days, which would be a long time to make people wait with spoilers already floating about. Yo, shout out to them for looking out for the people, bro. Looking out for the people. Hopefully you'll all be able to enjoy this version. In the meantime, the translation is just like normal and the image quality will be updated later. Please consider it to anyone who chooses to wait for the final release. Happy holidays. Nothing but love to my boys over there. So here we go. What happened to the cover page? Is it Monday Night Raw? We're just going in, no preparation. We're going in with no preparation. No cover page to set me up. They're sending me right over to a random Kuma flying through the air. Kuma's destination. And you see the whoosh. What? Oh, so it's gonna be like this, huh? It's gonna be like this. This is how it's about to be. This is how it's about to be. This is one of those chapters. No cover page. You turn the page. Can you imagine somebody just reading Weekly Shonen Jump like, yeah. No, not. Whoa! It's one of those. Holy flagnards. Kuma is soaring through the air like he's Latios and Latias in Pokemon. Shout out to my boy Ash. He's a father now. Ash being a father. That has to be one of the craziest reveals of 2022. My boy Ash Ketchum being a pops. Insane. Regardless, Kuma's soaring through the air. Chapter 1071, A Hero's Offensive. And bro, it's legit Kuma heading down. Oh my goodness, Kuma! So Kuma's arriving. Red Port, the base of the red line. We see the what? Red Port, the base of the red line. So Kuma soars, and he lands at the wall that we know as the red line, and specifically at the red port of the red line. So he's not going in attempting to get to Egghead. He soared and it clashed his head here. It's Bartholomew Kuma. What is going on? Kuma soaring the lion. I mean, he is moving at the speed of light at Mach 5. And he collides with the red line. It's Bartholomew Kuma. What? Where did he come from? I heard he fled the Holy Land. What's he doing here? And Kuma, he's just laid down. He's laying down like LeBron in that one meme. Whenever he was at the game, and he was just laying down for a good 10 seconds. Oh, Kuma's like, bro, I just put up 40. Oh, I was about to put up 45. Oh, let me lay down here for a second. I'm LeBron in year 20. Oh, the Lakers. Russell Westbrook. He's just like, ooh, Austin Reeves is about to put up 40. He's like, yeah, let me lay down. Let me lay down for a few seconds. He's meant to be the Celestial Dragon's invincible slave, right? Invincible slave? Yo, whoever said that better pop up. Get ready to throw down with me. Better get ready to throw hands with me. Who in the world called this man the invincible slave? Who says that? He's meant to be the Celestial Dragon's invincible slave. Almost knocked over the camera. A section off the Northeast District. And Kuma gets right back up. Yo, he's bleeding all over his head, man. Like his prime Ric Flair. It's a former warlord of the sea. Kuma gets back up. It looks like a horror movie. Bartholomew Kuma just appeared by the Bondala Gate. Deploy all available Marines to his location. Civilians, please be advised. He's extremely dangerous. Evacuate immediately. Kuma. He's a man with no shred of humanity. He may serve the Celestial Dragons, but his current purpose and programming are unknown. Do not approach. So Kuma is at the red line. Egghead. Okay, so we switch over to Egghead. But Kuma will, on the way to Egghead, crashes with the red line here. And now they're going to send all available Marines that are around this spot to go take care of Kuma. Because they're like, yo, he's a man with no shred of humanity. But his current purpose and programming are unknown. Do not approach. Man. Of all the things to start this week's chapter, this is the last thing I was expecting. Obviously, Kuma's on the way here, but I was like, maybe he might arrive late. Maybe he'll arrive on time. But to crash with the Holy Land. I mean, not the Holy Land, but the Red Line. To crash into the Red Line. Directly after escaping the Holy Land. Or was his purpose to head back? Well, guess we'll leave it there for now. Goodness gracious, man. Everyone's just running about at the seams. Egghead Island, the island of the future New World. Lock down any and all possible escape routes for Vegapunk. Yes, sir. Dope spread. Destroy the ships you need to. Yes, sir. And then we hit Robert D. Even with the Seraphim back under control, how are we meant to flush them out? This frontier dome is a real nuisance. It sure is a marvel. Final Fantasy 14 ad? Yo, I'm not yet. Not yet. I'm gonna play the game. Not yet. Not yet. You're determined to ignore the Navy, aren't you, Lucci? I refuse to accept Strahdon as an emperor. You refuse? You just got bodied by him. What you mean you refuse? You're trying to get Wile E. Coyote back into the wall? Does Lucci need another Tasmanian devil? What does he need? This man got bro. This man, Luffy, took rubble out of the ground, spit it back at him like it was a death machine from Black Ops 1. And Lucci just stood no chance, dog. He came in rocket tall, and he sent Lucci all the way back to Enies lobby. Made his stomach feel like mine yesterday. Ooh, I'm sure Lucci was in the bathroom on the toilet like, you know, this was Lucci yesterday, bro. He took that Pepto-Bismol, he was like, hold on. I mean, he was like, oh, the nectar of the gods. After that stomach incident, bro, he was like, oh, it's beautiful. Oh, that Pepto. Bro, my man took one right to the intestines. Right to the abdomens, dog. You're telling me he didn't feel that the next day when he was on the toilet? Like, hold on, man. The agents are attempting to block off all exits. They've probably taken care of the ships too. So this is the Shaka unit here, 01. And Vega Force 01 can only fly on the island. The enemy is quite shrewd. Oh, we have all Vegapunks on one panel. This is really cool. I love this panel right here. So hold on. You're hopeless. We go back up here. We get to see Shaka looking down at the events taking place on Egghead. And he's like, you know what? They're trying to block off all exits. They know what's coming. So now the only thing that we need is for... Dang, bro. Yo, I'm shining bright, dog. Am I Nika? Yo, I've never shined this bright in a video before. What is outside, dude? Whatever. We love to see it. We love to see it. Ladies and gentlemen, we love to see it. Perfect. That means we get to avenge Atlas and we're ready to go. They shouldn't even be able to get up here. So they won't let us get away without a fight? What's going on? Something fun? Lilith, if all you've got in mind is another brainless attack, knock it off. Eureka! I just thought of a new invention. I reckon it's going to be a real cutting edge piece of tech. Yo, I love this panel, man. The 6 paths of Vegapunk. Yo, man. Why can't we retaliate against these fools? They're after our necks. Fighting back isn't our objective. Ensuring the main body's escape is. As satellites, it's our duty to prioritize the Stella's safety above all else. We may be expendable, but you running off on a vendetta will only cause us more trouble. And the original Vegapunk's like, yo, hold on just 1 second. Hey now. Then Lilith goes up to Shaka on some, straight up classic anime stuff. Yeah, oi! Like a delinquent. In one of those goated delinquent manga, like in Out or in one of those, like, oi, oi, oi! Kurosaki Ichigo! I mean, damn, but we're shining bright today, boys. That goody good act of yours really gets on my nerves. That's too bad. And Shaka's not even phased. Shaka's like, yo, Lilith, that's too bad. That's too bad. Still, I'm so sorry, Sentomaru. That only happened because you're so loyal. So we see Vegapunk feeling guilt over the fact that Lucci bodied Sentomaru for his sake. Right, in order to attempt to capture Vegapunk. We still have another ally on the island we can call on, should we? We still have another ally on the island we should call on. Do we know who this person is, y'all? We still have another ally on this island we can call on, should we? Hold your horses, won't you be risking them too if we ask for help? They'd have nowhere left to hide if they're in the government sites too. Brother, who else could possibly be here? Who else in all of the planet Earth could they have another ally they're hiding here on Egghead Island? Who in the world is that? Be that as it may. Hello, I'm in a big pinch. Please save me, Quasar. He asked so shamelessly. Of course. I've always been prepared for this order. Brother, who's this? So hold on, let me go back. We still have another ally on this island we can call on, should we? Hold your horses, won't you be risking them too if we ask for help? They'd have nowhere left to hide if they're in the government sites too. Be that as it may, hello, I'm in a big pinch. Please save me, Quasar. He asked so shamelessly. And then we had the Denden Mushi aimed this way. So there's no way in the Flying Flagnards that we know who this is. If not, Oda would have shown the Denden Mushi. Of course, I've always been prepared for this order. Wowza! Looks like they're gonna help us, Garp Jack. Escape should be easy as pie now. Easy as pie? Who do they call? Dragon? Easy as pie? With Kizaru pulling up? Brother, who'd they call? Joy Boy? Escape should be easy as pie now if we focus and make sure CP0 is kept busy, especially since the Stella has secured passage on the Straw ship. If we focus and make sure CP0 is kept busy, especially since the Stella has secured passage on the Straw ship, so like, yo, it's on the Mugiwara no Ichibi, we pulling out. I'll take us to the port with Vega Force 01, so Lilith is ready to get out of here. I approve, let's hurry. Who put you in charge? Well, folks, I'm all packed. Please take the 7 of us to your ship, Quasar. So Vegapunk looks over towards the Straw Hats. 7? You're all coming? And they're like, man, that's a lot of people. Usopp's like, yeah, what about the food? Are we going to be a few to feed all of y'all? That sounds like a pain. I don't care so long as Lilith-chan tags along. Hey, I respect Sanji's mindset. I respect his mindset. He's like, yo, I don't care how many of y'all are here, man. I can feed all of y'all for days. I'm the greatest cook in the land. Just make sure Lilith is there. Just make sure Lilith is there. A voyage with 7 faces of the world's best scientists, and Frankie's going to be loving that, man. Frankie's going to be talking to... Frankie's not going to bed for a couple days. I'm going to be honest with you. Frankie's not going to bed for a couple days. I know I wouldn't. Yo, if I was presented with what I love most, right, and I have the expert in the craft split into 7 different parts, oh, man, dude, I'd be picking their brain day and night. I wouldn't go to bed for days. Frankie's going to be up all night for the next week. Easy. Easy. Lab interior. Wait, Bonnie. The go with the coat. Bonnie, hold up. So Bonnie is speeding. That Vegapunk to think he's stooped to using bugs against me. That's what you're mad about? Hey, I promised to get that old timer out of here. Is she still carrying that pipe? Hey, I promised to get that old timer out of here in one piece. A title drop? In my manga? I promised to get that old timer out of here in one piece. Is that foreshadowing, lady? I'm just playing. This is just me kidding around. But yo, I've always believed. We've believed. All right. This is not foreshadowing. This is just me with my headcanon in the way I've always believed for the One Piece world to be, right? Then the fact remains that Oars the Continent Puller was out here. I don't know if he was literally pulling continents, but there is a possibility that with the entire planet being one at one time, Pangea, in our world, right? And then it was pulled apart for whatever reason, and it was split into like the 4 sides, then the Grand Line, New World, whatever. So the most of us, right, especially with how long we've been talking about these types of theories and whatnot, and then eventually, whenever we get to the end of the series, it looks like the world is going to be one ocean, right? So once there is 7 Vegapunks here, you take the 7 continents, put them together, it creates One Piece. I don't know, man. Listen, I'm just playing. But hey, it's true. I'm telling y'all, that is going to happen. End of series, we're going to see the world become one ocean. The all blue has to happen. Now, whether we get the 7 continents all put together on some insane stuff, that remains to be seen. But it's funny to me, the fact that 7 continents, 7 Vegapunks, I promised to get that old timer out of here in one piece. Don't beat him up. Beep, beep. So we have somebody honking their horn. Luffy looks up. Beep, beep. Labo Stratum Frontier Dome defenses are now offline. Beep, beep. The Frontier Dome is offline. Oh, so this thing is truly on some futuristic stuff. The Future Dome is offline. Why? Who would disable it for what purpose? Is someone in the control room? No, our detectors aren't picking up anyone. That was sudden. If those deterrents are really down, this is a golden chance, Lucci. Wait, it might be a trap. Doesn't this malfunction sound a little too convenient? So Lucci's like, wait a minute. And so both sides believe that something's going on here. The Vegapunks are like, wait, who in the world could possibly be in the control room? And then CP0 is like, wait, hold on. This might activate their trap card. So we looked on, see, we've gotten this far and it's fine, right? For this to happen with your life at stake, the heavens have abandoned you, Vegapunk. The heavens have abandoned you. My God, we're lying. Isn't that the Straw Hat ship? Well, there's a robot here too. So is that CP0 flying into the air? So I think there's 3 CP0 agents flying into the air from what I can tell right here. Yes, it is. We've already taken care of all the ships down below. Wait a minute. Lucci, get down. Lucci, get down. If that's Kaku on the right, get down. If that's Stussy on the left, get down. Get down. The defenses were protecting y'all. Do not approach the Straw Hat ship at all costs. There's a monster waiting. You don't want to see those boys. You ain't trying to see my Soul King. You're not trying to see my bandana wearing king. You ain't trying to see my boys. Sit down. Go back home. You don't want to see the boys. Get back down, Lucci. We've already taken care of all the ships down below, and now we've just got to destroy one. Leave it to me. Kaku goes in. Tempest Kick Sky Slicer. So he goes in utilizing a similar technique that he used back in his lobby against Zoro. Goes in, it's heading towards the sun. You already know Zoro's about to deflect this. There's no way Zoro does not deflect this, bro. Zoro's asleep. My boy fell asleep. Woke up and was like, hey, chic. And he immediately deflects. Kaku, run. Kaku, run. You don't want to see the boy, bro. Yo, you took an L to pre-time skip if the first time he saw Ashura, the first time we saw Ashura Zoro. You ain't trying to see this one. You're not trying to see right hand of the king. You're not trying to see the man who scarred Kaido and then proceeded to whoop King. You ain't trying to see that man. You ain't trying to see him. You ain't trying to see. He goes in, obliterates the Tempest Kick. What the? Yo, yeah! Who interrupted my nap? And Kaku was like, yo, no. I guarantee you Zoro's gonna be like the giraffe. It's the giraffe again. It's my beloved giraffe. Bro, I love how the Tempest Kick, remember, in Eni's lobby, the original Tempest Kick, Zoro had to dodge. It cut all of Eni's lobby. The original, Kaku, while in giraffe state, cut the tower in the tower of jurisdiction in Eni's lobby in half. Zoro took that thing and sliced it itself. He took the Tempest Kick and sliced it itself. Bro, get out, Kaku. Go home to your kids. Go. It's Christmas time, brother. What you doing? Get out of here. Go home. You ain't trying to see that man. All right? Zoro goes in. Shaka, I've got the Frontier Dome back online. But the CPU-0 agents have already infiltrated. We were too late. They'll target the Straw Hat ship. You don't gotta worry about that. You don't gotta worry about that at all, my man. No worries. And Zoro's boxing Kaku. Let's go. Oh, my man. So we got a rematch between Luffy and Lucci. And now we're getting Zoro versus Kaku. Giraffe time. Indeed, they're already fighting a crew member that was guarding it. If we don't hurry and back him up, we'll lose our ride out here. Will you look at that? We get to go to war after all. Lilith is hyped. Lilith is hyped. Hey, guys. Luffy's here. So now they're about to reunite. So now the Go with the Coat and Bonnie and them are about to reunite with Sanji and Nami. And the rest of the squad here. Huh? We're already leaving? But we just got here. Come on, let's not rush this. It's noisy out there. I want to stay too, but we can't help it since this is a government island. You already bumped into that Rob Bellucci guy, right? Hey, but he bodied her. He legit bodied that man. I know, but oh wait, you haven't seen Bonnie, have you? She's a pirate lady with long hair. Now that you mention it, where's Vegapunk? So Vegapunk is out of there. It's great to see the Straw Hats in a single panel again. Stop it, Bonnie. We're in a rush here. I'll explain. Just hear me out. So Bonnie went straight to Vegapunk. Shut up! Can you turn my dad back to normal? Yes or no? So Bonnie is chasing after Vegapunk to the ends, bro. No, sorry, I just can't. But there's no reason for that. But there's a reason for that. So Vegapunk is saying, no, sorry, I just can't. But there is a reason for me not being able to turn him back to normal. Somewhere in the waters of... Oh, Lord. Yo, wait, wait, wait just a minute, bro. Hold up. Anytime the Oda box says somewhere else in the world, I'm terrified, bro. There's nothing that scares me more than that. There's nothing that scares me for my own physical health than that, bro. Hold on. Wait. What is going on, boys? Somewhere in the waters of the new world, we see a ship right here. Whoa! Isn't that big? Isn't that fish bigger than normal? Killer! Oh, so we see Killer and Kid right again in there. Whoa! So Killer and Kid. Because we saw Law boxing Blackbeard, right? So here we see Kid and Killer somewhere in the water of the new world. They never even made it to their spot. Oh God, Kid, wake up! We're near land. They're near land. That scares me more than anything. Kid, wake up! We're near land. Should we go look around? Are you really asking that? When have I ever passed on exploring an island? I love that response from my boy Kid D. Eustace, bro. I know, but this island is probably the home of the... Let's go, boys! It's almost Elbaf season! Let's go! No! The Battle Royale! You've got your Battle Royale right there! Oh, Elbaf is about to be the GOAT! Kid pulling up, the man marked by flames. Oh, boys, it's over! Elbaf season! No way! Because, bro, we thought, right? Like, we came to the conclusion that Kid could potentially be going to Elbaf, considering that he was the one who brought up the man marked by flames comment. When chapter 1066 dropped, we were like, okay, the man marked by flames is Jaguar D. Saul. So if that's the case, Kid has to be going to Elbaf. And then all these talks about the Battle Royale that's incoming, the free-for-all. God almighty, bro, that arc is going to be crazy. Elbaf's going to have lore. It's going to have hype. Oh, no. Oh, Elbaf's gonna be the one! Elbaf is gonna be the one! The Kid and the Killer! The home of the Giants, Elbaf. Elbaf? G14 neighbor brother, how many times are we gonna switch? We've been to the Red Line! We made it to Elbaf! We made it to Egghead! G14 Naval Base. You're such a troublemaker, Vice Admiral Garp! We're about to head over to Egghead. We can't spare any of our men. Bro, Oh, that's the first chapter of the year, dog! Take it easy! Oh, whoa! Is that Doll? Hey, Doll is in a chapter? Don't be like that, Doll. This isn't a joke. Waifu time, you want to launch an offensive against an emperor? You want to launch an offensive against an emperor? Oh! Have you cleared this with top brass? Oh, why would I? You've been in the Navy for how many decades with that attitude? It's fine, don't worry about it. Besides, I'm already here. You're what? Helmeppo, get out here. Oh my God, bro, what is going on? Is it a pirate attack? What do they want with Helmeppo? What's with Vice Admiral Garp's ship? Vice Admiral Garp? I really wanted to see you, Kobe. No! Blackbeard's pulling up! Garp is pulling up on Blackbeard? Yo! Dog! Blackbeard's gonna be boxing everyone! This man Garp wants the smoke! Oh, Vice Admiral Garp! No! This man Garp said, I boxed Roger! I fought alongside Roger taking on Rocks. I took on Rocks, Kaido, Big Mom, Whitebeard. Yo, I get a little Kurohige action? I'm out of my prime, but that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. This man's pulling up on Blackbeard. So obviously the offensive is against Blackbeard. Oh my gosh, bro. So if Aokiji is truly a member of Sword, we're going to find it out here and now. We're going to find it out here and now because when Garp pulls up, he's going to have that meeting with Kuzan. You already know that's happening. Oh my goodness. Vice Admiral Garp, I really wanted to see you. Kobe went and got captured with Blackbeard and I couldn't do anything to help. What it would bring. It's hard to watch. Just get on board already. We're going to head to Hachinosu. Let's meet the snot of those pirates and save Captain Kobe. That's my let go right there, bro. That's my Gramps. That's my Gramps. Vice Admiral Garp, the hero of the Marines. And that is the end of the chapter. Oh my goodness. This man Oda is starting off 2023 stating the final saga is here, ladies and gentlemen. It is the final saga. Peak flippin' fiction, man. Yo, Egghead Island going in like somewhere. Zoro, Kaku, greatness. Kuma is at the red line. They're sending Marines toward Kuma, who has crashed with the red line. We got a panel with all 7 of the Vegapunks. Oh, man. So it looks like we might get the Bonnie Vegapunk stuff soon, considering that he's talking about it, right? Zoro and Kaku, run. Please run. Please run. Oh, man. And then Kid and Killer pull up on Elbaf. It's almost time. Oh, it's almost time for Elbaf, boys. Oh, and you get to see it from a distance a little bit. Oh, man. Oh, or is that... No, that's just the piece of their ship, right? I think that's just a piece of their ship. No, technically. So, no. Because look, we see something in the distance, and then he's saying the fish is bigger than normal. So it looks like everything in Elbaf, even the fish, are going to be gigantified, right? It's going to be like back in Little Garden where we saw these massive objects. So it looks like in Elbaf, everything's going to be gigantified. That's very interesting. Very, very interesting. So the home of the giants, Elbaf, we're almost there. Then we cut over to the naval base, where Garp is recruiting Helmeppo to go take on Blackbeard. Bro, Final Saga Oda is in his bag, son. We just set up and hyped up post Egghead and Elbaf in one chapter. Yo, dude, this is gonna be nuts. So, I'm going to assume before we leave Egghead Island, we are going to be undoubtedly getting the Bonnie Kuma flashback. Bonnie Kuma Vegapunk flashback. That might actually be coming in very, very soon. The Kuma stuff has me like, bro, what are we doing? That's just extremely saddening, right? But of course, like we talked about before, the Kuma stuff has to be consequential for the Revolutionary Army to move. And it's got to have us emotionally invested into the entire plotline as well. So it looks like we're about to get the truth behind Kuma starting off next year. Then when we get that truth, we hop off Egghead, and if we manage to hop off Egghead with Vegapunk, oh, Elbaf. Oh, but even before we get to Elbaf, brother, we're going to see the aftermath of Hachinosu greatness. Beehive Island greatness. With Garp pulling up on Blackbeard, which is getting Law and goes on and Pudding. Oh my gosh. Elbaf, ladies and gentlemen. Let's read these super chats, ladies and gentlemen. I'm ready, boys. I'm ready for peak. I'm ready for peak. Yo! Like A says ZKK is real again. It is. Zoro killing Kaku. Send him home. Send Kaku home. Alright. Let's go with the supers. Yo, what a chapter, dude. That's the first chapter of next year. This man Oda is setting up another insane year, man. So we got Subra coming in, membership for 4 months, Kingdom of Standoffs. Shout out to my boy Subra. And says, if this is 2023, let's go Subra. That's what I'm saying. This is going to be our 2023. Garp, bro, Kuma flashback. Oh, that's going to be so good. The final part of this Egghead arc, which has already been so peak. Garp pulling up on Blackbeard, dude. Blackbeard. Garp pulling up on Blackbeard. Are you kidding me? If this is 2023, let's go. Peak fiction. Peak fiction. Zenith of the medium, Subra. Peak fiction. The ally might be Weevil. Weevil? I didn't even think about that. No, bro, but Weevil, would Weevil answer the phone like that? If Weevil is answering the phone like that, then oh, man. Weevil? Super, that's fascinating. That was the last person I was thinking of. Kid, Elbaf, Garp versus Blackbeard, him versus him. Literally him versus him. I'm not ready for next year's. I'm not ready, bro. Thank you, Super, dog. Are those gifted memberships? Yo, Bar M comes in and gives 5 memberships. Yo, shout out. I didn't even know I had this feature. I did not even know I had a feature where you could give people memberships. Oh, that's fire. Yo, shout out to everyone that got their memberships, man. Yo, Bar M is a G, bro. Shout out to Bar M. Oh, that's cool. That is awesome, man. Yo, Bar M, I didn't even know I had that feature, dog. I'm going to be honest with you. I had no idea I had that feature. You are a goat for that, Bar M. Truly, truly a goat, brother. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships, man. That is awesome. That is awesome. Let's go into... Dude, let me go into the supers. Dude, I had no idea I had such a feature. Yo, that is dope. We got gifted memberships now? That's fire. That's fire, man. So, and yo, Bar M, so I see it right here. I think Bar M gave out Kingdom of Standoffs memberships too, yo. Bar M, you're a G, bro. You're a G, dude. Shout out to my dog. So, here we go. Look at the supers here. Alright, here we go. Got some supers. Ladies and gentlemen, so we're starting off with JQ was here. Comes dropping by with a 2 and says, let's go. Let's go. Dog, this chapter was great. Because honestly, going into this chapter, JQ was here, I was like, okay, we're going to get a chapter where it's going to be like an Impel Down Punk Hazard chapter. We're just running. Oda said, running? Running from who? Who are we running from? You better be running away from me. Oh, man, dude. You know, and yesterday, Yoshi P, the creator of Final Fantasy XIV and the director for 16, he brought a statement being like, man, I know Oda's having the time of his life concluding this magnificent tale, right, for One Piece. And it's just like, yeah, bro, like, this man is finally able to bring all the part-timers, make them full-timers. Like, who would have ever thought? Just in one chapter, you get Vegapunk insanity, Kaku and Zoro boxing, Bonnie and Vegapunk flashbacks of Kuma, Garp, pulling up on Blackbeard, and Elbaf. I mean, we just love it, bro. JQ was here. Thank you for the 2, brother. Bar M, on top of the memberships, also comes in with a super, with a $5 super. It says, looks like the first that person versus that person would be Garp versus Blackbeard. Dog. Legit, Bar M. Legit, man. Garp has no devil fruit, so straight hockey hands. Straight hockey hands. It's going to be Garp. Like I said earlier, Garp boxed all of those legendary emperors and pirates of the sea. He was throwing down with Roger. He was throwing down with Whitebeard. He was throwing down with Rocks. He's like, yo, I'm ready to throw down Blackbeard. I respect him, but hey, These hands are rated E. They're rated E. So that's going to be so goated. It's going to be a true Haki versus Fruits. But the thing is, we know Blackbeard is being set up. So if Garp pulls up, that actually makes me really sad. Because that would imply that Garp is going to lose. Man. That person versus that person fight. The first one, Mario, man. Thank you for the 5, brother. Whew. Oda's cooking, dog. Mugsby comes in with a 10. Shout out to Mugsby. And says, what do you think that giant shadow was in front of? Okay, that's what I was saying, Mugsby. So that wasn't the ship, right? A tree, like people were saying. It looks like a tree. That's what I thought when I saw it. It looks like kind of like a tree, a giant mushroom. Because I saw the big fish. And then right next to that, after that, it looked kind of like a massive mushroom. If it's a tree, though, it would lead into, of course, like more so into potential insanity if it is a tree, right? And what could actually be there. But that's exciting stuff. So it's either a giant mushroom, a giant... I mean, it's going to be like Little Garden. So we know whatever it is, it's super gigantified. Oh, now that I'm talking about Little Garden, one of my favorite parts about that arc is exploring and seeing like all the dinosaurs and all the crazy insanity, everything gigantified. Elbaf, just exploration-wise, just seeing an island, because we're going to be going from a futuristic island to arguably the most prehistoric island, right? So we're going to the island from the future into the island from the past. So having that balance is going to be super, super cool. So it might be a tree, like you said. That means the North setup with the different realms could be legit. Yo, if you, oof, that would be really cool. Even if they're not necessarily like different realms, like transporting in different realms. Maybe Elbaf is structured, right, in different ways, where kind of like Wano, where you have like your Habu port here and like your flower capital here, your Onigashima here. Elbaf could potentially have its different sections of the island that are technically called realms. Oh man, the realm of Loki, the realm of Thor. Oh, I'd be peeking. I would be peeking. Yo, Mugsby, I love that comment. I love that comment, man. And you're right, like that giant shadow more than likely is probably their giant tree, a giant mushroom, maybe a giant turtle, you know, because it is One Piece, so it's gotta be something we're not expecting. So, definitely, Mugsby, thank you for the 10, dog. I appreciate you, man. Goodness gracious. Next one right here we got from Who with the Anya profile picture. Shout out to Anya, man. I love Spy Family, dude. Maybe it's Scott. Why did I think of that? Scopper, of course. So Scopper's been hiding under... So if that is true, Scopper Gaban was potentially hiding under Vegapunk? On a government island? And that's why we didn't see the... Wait. Scopper Gaban, bro. I don't know why that never popped into my head. That's facts. It very well could be Who. It very well could be Scopper Gaban. Because we obviously have to be introduced to his character at some point. So Scopper, would that imply that Scopper's going to clash with somebody here? That Scopper clashes with Lucci? Scopper clashes with Kizaru? Oh man. Yo, that might be a shoot, Who. That might be facts, man. Thank you for the comment. I honestly, so now we've Super brought up Weevil. You brought up Scopper. Weevil, since he's a previous, like, a Shichibukai, right? He could have been, Vegapunk could be protecting him here, so I can definitely see that. Scopper hiding out here because it's a government island so that he doesn't get captured or something like that. Excuse me, something I could expect too. But thank you, Who, dog, for the 2. I appreciate you. Then Recon, shout out to my dog Recon, man. Comes in and says, Comes in with a 279 Canadian. Says, I think Vegapunk put the Iron Giant will into Kuma. Oh, and that's why he's heading back to Marijoa? Oh, Vegapunk, man. So that would imply that the reason why Oda put the Iron Giant's will and that Iron Giant flashback into this arc is because it was going to pay off with Kuma's backstory and then into the present time. You know, Recon, I can see that. I can see that because why would Oda put that into the current manga material if it was not going to have payoff within the current arc? Especially since we're in the final saga. I love that comment, Recon. Thank you for that comment. That's a fantastic theory. Because if he put the Iron Giant's will into Kuma, that would imply that Kuma accepting those terms came to understand that. Now we just have to see the reasoning for that due to his flashback. Man. You know, Shreya's, that's what I'm afraid of. So Shreya says Garp death flag, and I'm terrified of that, right? Like, obviously, there's gonna be more deaths when it comes to the One Piece series. It's the final saga. People are going to die in this series. But, man, that would hit. That would hit hard, bro. That would really hit. Oh, Super Alatron says, I still get notice for lives? You guys still get notifications for live? Man, that means a lot. That's awesome. That is awesome. Oh, Batu Balu comes in with the membership for 9 months. Shout out to Batu Balu and says, can next year get much higher than this one? Honestly, brother, I think it can. Based on what we saw in this chapter. Now, what Oda's setting up, us going to Elbaf, going from Egghead, the end of Egghead Island, the climax of Egghead Island, to post-Egghead and Elbaf, next year could be on the same level as this one, if not even higher. Legit, man. Thank you for the membership, brother. I appreciate you. So, Recon states something very, very interesting here. And if it's Scopper, that would parallel Rayleigh being introduced in Sabaody. We've already had multiple different parallels to the Sabaody arc here within this arc. So if that's the case, having another member of Roger's crew being introduced for whatever purpose that is, because he can't just be introduced to be introduced. He has to be introduced for a purpose. So whatever purpose Scopper Gaban is going to serve in the series, it has to, we have to see the consequences, right? It has to be something that when we see Scopper Gaban, if it is him, come into the story, what is that going to lead to? Is he going to train someone? Is he going to provide some piece of information from Roger's journey, from Roger's story, that would lead into potential importance for Elbaf? So that's what I want to know when it comes to Scopper Gaban, right? So, but the thing is, there's a few different characters that I have in mind as well. I'm gonna have to think about this, bro. Like when we come back for the afterthoughts, and then Radaloon says something very interesting too. It's one of the missing Whitebeard pirates as well, because man, this is why I love Oda, bro. He always does this. Oh snap! We got some supers here. So. Super comes in with a 40 and says another prediction of the ally might be Shiki. Oh, brother. Oh, dude, now listen. Shiki, as a character, is one of the most interesting for me from that era because he's a movie character that Oda considers to and still brings up within the canon material. And so if you were to put Shiki officially within the canon manga, taking us back to Strong World Chapter 0, and he puts him there. He's obviously the first one to ever escape from Impel Down. That's canon, right? He boxed Roger and Garp and Sengoku at Marineford. That's canon. All that stuff happened, canon material. And so, if he wants to put Shiki now into the manga, that his ability is one that I would love to see. And he's so charismatic. He's a character I know not just me, but a lot of the fandom really enjoys. So if it is Shiki, I'd be down for that. I don't know if it is going to be Shiki, but if it is, I think that'd be really cool. Thank you, super brother. I appreciate you. Bar M comes in with a 2. Says, any idea where Shanks may be or where he's going? You already know me. Alright? You want me to be honest with you, bro? I think Shanks is going to Elbaf. Now here's my reasoning for that. Here's my reasoning. I'm basing my line of thought on the fact that I believe the final road poneglyph is at Elbaf. If the final road poneglyph is at Elbaf, we need all of the pirates to come to Elbaf, right? Everyone is going to have to at least make their way to Elbaf. Whether they actually make it to Elbaf, that remains to be seen. But I do think there's going to be a horse of pirates attempting to make it to Elbaf, if that is where the final road poneglyph is. If that's the case, Shanks stating at the end of chapter 1054, or in the middle of it, with Ben Beckman and be like, hey, Beck, it's time to go claim the One Piece, that might have been letting us know that Shanks is coming to Elbaf to collect the final road poneglyph. If that is the case, I'm just putting a what-if scenario out there. Because either Shanks is going there, or he's going to the real location of the final road poneglyph. That's just my theory there, right? But if Shanks is going to Elbaf and Luffy's there too, we've said this so many times on the channel, but I'm going to reiterate it again. If Shanks is on Elbaf, we better get that Roger scene with Whitebeard again. Where we have the Shanks already on the island, right? And Luffy comes in, sensing his Conqueror's Haki, flies in, and we get a legendary scene with the two clashing on Elbaf, and it better knock some people out. And then I better see Kid getting involved in after that as well. We have all about Battle Royale, right? Just have a lot of fun. But and then Loki and all that stuff, right? That's just stuff coming up from there. But I do believe that Shanks is, like, all jokes aside, all hype aside, with Oda leaving us off on Shanks talking about going to claim the One Piece, he would have to go to get the road poneglyph. Like the final road poneglyph, he'd have to. So those are my thoughts, bar him. But thank you, brother. I appreciate you for the 2. Instant messenger, son. Oh, get down. Oh, get down. Instant messenger Sama's here. I'm about to get Luciad. Oh, I'm gonna get Luciad, son. I gotta get out. I'm gonna get Luciad. Oh, man. Instant messenger Sama himself is here. I'm scared. I'm terrified. Shout out to Instant Messenger Sama. That has to be one of the greatest names I have ever seen. And even though we've seen it before, this is the coolest, still one of the coolest names ever. Instant Messenger Sama. Yo, King, I really do think that Aokiji is about to step in hard when it comes to Garp. I agree 100%. We talked about that earlier. The Revolutionary Army should not be underestimated, dog, at all. So on your first and foremost, thank you so much for the 10, brother. And Aokiji stepping in, I do believe Aokiji stepping in when it comes to the Garp scenario is going to finally allow us to see where Aokiji's real intentions lie and what's actually going to take place with Kobe. Because obviously Kobe's going to have a major role to play in this final saga. He is one of the most important characters in the series. And what happens there on Hachinosu is going to allow that to be propelled into the next level. Hypothetically speaking, something bad happens to Garp, that is going to propel Kobe to move into the next stage of his life. Same thing with Monkey D, obviously, but Kobe, who learned under Garp, if he sees something happen to Garp before his eyes and he's unable to do anything about it, that's going to propel him to get to the next level. And so, whatever happens there is going to be huge for Aokiji and finding out where his real motivations are, where his real stake in all this is, while simultaneously being very important for Kobe. Very important for Kobe, right? So those are where my thoughts lie on that. And of course, when it comes to the Revolutionary Army, they should not be underestimated in the slightest. These are individuals who have extremely, just in the ones that we saw in the chapter 900. What was that? 904, 804, 904 with the Revolutionary Army commanders. 904 with those OP fruits. I mean, just with those fruits by themselves, they should not be underestimated, let alone having Dragon, and I do not believe in the slightest Sabo's been taken out. So, obviously, extremely powerful individuals. So we know whatever happens here, it is going to lead towards consequential stuff where the Revolutionary Army is going to go up intellectual more directly after this. And that's something I can't wait for. Because we're finally going to see the Revolutionary Army move and do something. And that's going to be so goated, man. So Instant Messenger Sama, thank you so much for the 10, brother. And I couldn't agree with you more on both of those. Next one comes in from Isopod with a 2. Shout out to Isopod. And says, Mystery Ally equals Stassi. That's a really cool theory, Isopod. Mystery Ally equals Stassi, a twist in the CP9 betrayal. Yo, that's so Oda that I love it. The reason why I say that's so Oda is because Oda is Mr. Ankle Breaker. So the mysterious ally, not being a pirate, a revolutionary member of the Revolutionary Army, or someone that we know for sure could help out, but it actually being Stassi, that's a very interesting thought, Isopod. Very interesting. And like you said, it's a twist in the CP9 betrayal. Whereas if we're doing all these callbacks to Enies Lobby, why not do that but the other way around? Where CP9 themselves are betrayed by someone whom they believe to be their ally. Oh, Isopod might be cooking. I love that theory, Isopod, man. Love that theory. Thank you for the 2, dude. Thank you for the 2. That is a great, great theory. Xanarkand FF10. Shout out to Xanarkand, man. It's good to see you, brother. Comes with the 5 and says, could the person be one of the level 6 prisoners who escaped Impel Down? Also, Shanks versus Kid has to happen in Elbaf. Okay. Yo, I'm down for all of them happening. Shanks versus Kid, Shanks versus Luffy. Just give me more Shanks. Oh. Right above your comment, I see Noel. Noel says Shanks be waiting in the dock for Kid. Oh, that's a rip for Kid, man. Yo, the monkey's going to go out there and rip his entire crew to shreds. That's all I'm saying. But could the person be one of the level 6 prisoners who escaped Impel Down? So one of the level 6 prisoners... If that is the case, that would imply that the downfall of Blackbeard is already starting to take place. And the reason why I say that is because it feels like most of the important level 6 prisoners were taken by Blackbeard. So it would imply that one of the level 6 prisoners that we saw in the end of Marineford would have a stake in this. However, it could be a level 6 prisoner that we did not see, kind of like a Douglas Bullet from Stampede, even though that's not a canon character. Kind of like in that scenario where it's a brand new character from level 6, obviously extremely important to the One Piece verse, but we just didn't see them whenever the original Escape of Impel Down happened. And so if that happens, I could most certainly see that being the case. It would be a brand new character that they would be able to be introduced to, and potentially someone extremely important to the overall final saga. So I could see that being the case, but the Shanks versus Kid happening in Elbaf, stop hyping me up, alright? Stop hyping me up, bro. Stop hyping me up. Xanarkand, man, thank you for the 5. I appreciate you. This channel is cringe is going in, dude. Shout out to this channel is cringe. Yo, that's a great name, by the way. that's a funny name. This channel is cringe. Could you imagine just having a whole just a whole bunch of comments by someone named This Channel is Cringe? That's a cool name. Akash Panda coming in with a 5. It says in Japanese, the ally speaks very politely and formally. So you're seeing in Japanese language, obviously that's something that cannot be translated right in English. Or at least it'd be very difficult to translate in English. I've seen it before with Wano characters. Certain Wano characters spoke much more politely than other characters. I think it's unlikely to be the popular choices like Gabon or Shiki. They don't speak that way. That's interesting, Akash Panda. So Akash Panda is coming in with a potential difference in the manner of speaking from the individual that would mean that they're extremely polite / formal. So if they're very polite / formal, does that mean that Xanarkand could be right and this could be a brand new character? A brand new character, someone who's extremely polite. Man, because that changes the game. If you're right, and that's not Gabon or Shiki, because that's not the way they speak, obviously. Weevil wouldn't speak that way either. So it could be Oda throwing a wrench, but we know he loves playing around with his words like that. He loves his wordplay. Man, Akash Panda just threw a wrench into the whole game right there with that one. So speaks very politely and formally. Now I'm very much looking forward to reading like going back and reading any type of dialogue read by those characters that we're talking about, right? Just to get a good sense of their manner of speaking. But now, if they're really polite and formal, this could be a character that we don't know of. But if it's a character we don't know of, why would Oda hide the Denenmushi? Because that's what makes me believe this is a character we've already seen. So it's like, man. No, am I stuck? My camera froze. Wait, hold on. I might be able to fix this. No! No! Hold on. Let's wait a little bit. Might be okay. We might be okay. No! I was in the middle of going in. Dude, I'm telling you, Emu really came for me. Emu really came for the boy. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Someone said Jotaro Kisama. Aokiji is here, boys. Hold on. Let me see. No, beam. Oh no. Yo, facts. Somebody's speaking facts, and it's for the stream. It never existed in the first place. I'm being taken out in 4K. In 4K. Hold on. Let me see what I can. So thankfully, I'm still here. Let me see if I can activate a new window potentially, and so let me just bring up like something else. The mysterious person is Pedro. You know how much like the community will explode. Yeah, this has never happened before. This is actually hilarious. Let me see. Well, ladies and gentlemen, until I can fix this, I'm just going to keep reading comments. I'm just going to keep reading comments. The space-time continuum is being destroyed. So, we'll be here. Stuck on this. Yo, this screen is going to go down in legend now. Maki-Man117 says, comes in with a 5. Shout out to Maki-Man. Says, been watching the channel for a while. So much love. Yo, nothing but love to you, Maki-Man. Yo, you're an OG. For real. It would be nuts if Vegapunk called NL on the snail. If Vegapunk called NL on the snail, my house would probably explode. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's how much hype would be coming out of here. Because come on, man, NL? Now, obviously, it would be very difficult for it to be NL. Now it could be, considering that NL did go up to space, right? But if I'm telling you right now, if the smallest percentage of it being NL, Maki-Man, and I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind, man. That would be so peak. Thank you for the 5, dog. If it's NL, you already know. That's like quadruple Santa hats. I'd go to Dollar Tree immediately to the store in the middle of the reaction, taking the camera with me, and we're going up in like swimwear. We're going in. That would be insane. So, actually, no, that's a great idea, Maki-Man. I just saw your other comment. Hold on, let me try unplugging my camera real quick. Hold on. Is this the one? Yo, are we back? We're back, boys! Let's go. Hey, Maki-Man. Everybody give Maki-Man a round of applause. Give Maki-Man a round of applause, boys. My man said just unplug it and plug it back in. That's all it takes sometimes. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Yo, Maki-Man is my goat. Shout out to Maki-Man, man. Yo, I appreciate you, Maki-Man. For the comment and for letting me know how to unfreeze and get out of Zawardo. Dio Brando and Innocent Messenger Sama have no power here, ladies and gentlemen. No power. No power. But thank you for the comment, brother. I appreciate you. Next one comes from Xanarkin. Shout out to my boy. You know, the other day, because one of my closest friends is a massive fan of Final Fantasy X, and he was going through the section of the game towards the end, right after the wedding with Seymour and Yuna. And so I was hearing the music in the background. And I thought of your channel, or of your name, of the name of your thing, because I was like, yo, it's actually somebody in my comment section, one of the homies who has the name Xanarkin in Final Fantasy X, and I was like, yo, shout out to the legend, goated game, forever will be a goated game. But let me read your comment here. Thank you for the 5. Imagine Sengoku joining Goku against Blackbeard at the last minute. Sengoku and Garp versus Shiki 2.0. So Sengoku and Garp versus Shiki 2.0, I'm marking out, alright? In the canon manga, it taking place at current time, that would be peak. That would be real peak, man. So, Sengoku coming out of retirement, joining Garp, hitting him with the I'm back Michael Jordan style, joining against Blackbeard. If Sengoku joins, then I'm like, okay, Blackbeard might have to escape, you know? Blackbeard will have to pull something out of his hat. Or someone... In the same way that Sengoku joins him, someone has to join Blackbeard. Now, we don't know what Kuzan is going to end up doing here. Obviously, a lot of us believe Kuzan is not actually a member of the Blackbeard Pirates. He's just there to collect information, whatever the case, whatever he's doing. He's doing something. It's like a triple agent, whatever. But him being there is a massive threat, right? You have a former admiral, one of the most powerful individuals in the verse, and then Emperor Blackbeard. So, if Aokiji's on the offensive against them, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. So we just have to wait and see the way that goes, right? Because it's going to be insane. It's going to be insane. Next year's going to be something else for One Piece fans. I'll tell you what, dude. Next year might be like the year for One Piece fans. Like, bro, we thought 2022 was the year for One Piece fans. Imagine 2023 that's going to have Gear 5 in the anime. Gear 5. Gear 5th. G5, the 5th gear in the anime. Like, come on, man. Yo, Xanarkin, thank you so much, bro. Next year's going to be our year. It's going to be the year of legend. It's going to be the year... My goodness! Barem! Bar M comes in with 5 more gifted memberships. Shout out to my boy, dog. Yo, Bar M is going nuts. Shout out to Bar M, man. 5 more gifted memberships, dude. Yo, you're a real G, brother. You really are, bro. You're a real G. Arturo D comes in with a 2 and says Vegapunk is holding Sabo and that's who he called. Oh, Arturo, out of all the things I've heard today, as a Sabo fan, as one of the biggest Sabo fanboys on the planet, please. Oh, that would be beautiful. That would be perfect. Oh, bro, I hear a he can and I'm flying off the page. I'm pulling the same thing I do for NL. Like, you know how I was brought up earlier, the possibility of it being NL, Maki Man bringing it up. I see Sabo, and I'm going crazy. I'm going, bro, it's Sabo, dude. It's Sabo. Like, man. So, Arturo D, I love your comment. Thank you for the 2. I definitely love that for to be Sabo. Even though I think it might be too early for him to come back into the manga, but it's the final saga. We never know. Before I go into the next super, I have a comment here from Namer who says, Yo, Recon, I finished Act 2 of Cold Steel 4. Goat Steel 4. Act 2 was just gas. I just finished the Draco Century in Act 3. Really can't wait to see where this game is headed. I love Cold Steel 4. Dude, Namer. That means you finished fragments from Cold Steel 4, bro. One of the most peak fiction things in the history of peak. Oh, man. Super comes in with a 40 and... Dog, you guys are going crazy today, bro. Oh, my goodness. Yo, y'all going nuts. Super comes in with a 40 and says 2023 one for One Piece, Gear 5, Shanks, Momo in the anime, Elbaf, Blackbeard, Garp manga. So he's like, yo, in the anime, we're getting Gear 5 versus Kaido. We're getting Shanks using Discord hockey. We're getting Momonosuke, adult Momonosuke, which that episode is going to be one of the most emotional episodes of all time. I cannot wait for the episode, dude. You know, there's a lot of those episodes are going to be, just because of the nature of the medium, they're going to hit much harder in the anime. Like, I'll give you a quick example. The Luffy's final attack on Kaido, that episode is going to be legendary. That's going to be like one of my favorite final attacks in the anime is whenever Luffy hits NL with the Ogun rifle, just because of the nature of the medium. I love that panel in the manga, 100%. I might actually prefer it in a lot of instances. But in the anime, it's the music, it's the Ogun, and because of the Kaizoku fan subs, the green Ogun rifle. Like, so I feel like the 1049 in the anime is going to be phenomenal. And on the same level of 1049, 1057, the final chapter of Wano in the anime is going to be peak. I'm going to be crying. I'm going to be crying my eyes out when that gets animated. So, it's going to be a great year for both the anime and the manga. Fantastic year. Fantastic year. But thank you, Super Dog. I appreciate you, brother. Derek James comes in with a 5 and says, Cross Guild heads to Island Full of Lead to get a bounty on Garp's head. So, is the Battle Royale happening on Elbaf? Is it happening on Island Full of Lead? Where is it happening? Is it happening on both? Is it happening on both? That's a crazy behind comment. Cross Guild heads to Island Full of Lead to get a bounty on Garp's head. Oh, what I love so much about that comment is you can see it happening. 100% you could see it happening. Whether it be a bounty on Garp's head, a bounty on Kobe's head. Oh, man, I could see that. Mihawk, Crocodile, and Buggy pulling up on the boys? While Blackbeard and Garp are boxing? Brother, that could be chapter of the year. That could be chapter of the year if Cross Guild pulls up. And I say that, but there could be like 100 other chapter of the year potential materials. So, man, that's crazy, Derek James. That is a crazy, crazy, crazy comment. Thank you for the 5, brother. Yo, insane comment. That's actually really cool. Then my boy, shout out to my good brother, Michael D. Mickles, man. It is good to see you, bro. Comes in with the 5 and says, I haven't read the chapter yet. Michael Mickles says, I haven't read the chapter yet, but I just want to say happy holidays and hope everyone is well. You as well, Michael Mickles, man. Hope you had a wonderful, wonderful holidays, and I hope you have a great New Year's, man. Can't wait to watch this later. Keep it up, GOAT. Thank you, Michael, man. And then you already know, bro. Nothing but love, man. Nothing but love, dude. I truly, truly appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, bro. Cheers to a wonderful 2023, my good friend. We're going to have a goated year, man. Then Bar M, once again, gifting 5 memberships. Yo, you are a real GOAT, man. Like I said, before today, I did not know I had that feature. I thought I was shadow banned from everything. I didn't even know I could stream after I got the copyright strike I currently have on the channel. The fact they gave me 5 gifted memberships, or the fact they gave me the memberships feature to like gift memberships while I have a copyright strike shows YouTube being just toxic. Just toxic. But I love them for it. So then the next comment comes in from Instant Messenger Sama, comes in with a 5 and says, I might be mistaken here, but aren't the people of Elbaf worshiping a sun god too? Yes, they are. And so it's going to be like Skypiea, where this is what makes the One Piece world so interesting, right? In Fishman Island, when we got there, what was the main focus of that arc, the main focal point of that arc? In regards to Shirahoshi wanting to see something. Shirahoshi wanted to see the trees, wanted to see the world, and most importantly, wanted to see the sun. She had a desire to see the sun, which the sun would grant her her personal freedom. We cut over, that's one layer of the sea, right? That is the bottom layer of the sea, Fishman Island. We go to the core layer, the middle, where the blue sea is, as they call it in the world of One Piece, in Skypiea. The blue sea, Elbaf, sun god as well. Then we go up to Skypiea, also taking place there. What this tells me is when we get to the Void Century flashback, the 3 realms of the One Piece world, if we can call them that, were at one point in time united by Nika, or at the very least attempted to be united by Joy Boy, because it's crazy how much, how prevalent the sun is on those 3 levels, and it's just fascinating stuff. And I look forward to getting more on, of course, the original Joy Boy, gigantification, and stuff of that nature when we get to Elbaf, because we know it's going to be key, just based on Big Mom's flashback. So, but thank you for that Instant Messenger Summon, man. I appreciate you for the 5. And then we have one right here from Matt Saturn. Comes in with a 10. Shout out to Matt Saturn, who says, I'm convinced with Straw Hats and Vegapunk seemingly surrounded, the only places to go up is the moon with Kid and Elbaf. Okay, hold on. Wait. I gotta take this piece by piece. Straw Hats and Vegapunk are seemingly surrounded. The only place is to go up the moon with Kid and Elbaf. So we go to the moon, Kid goes to Elbaf. I don't think the crew is going there as a Spectre. Remember Gear 5 tree sap speculation. That is very true. And obviously Oda loves breaking ankles. So he could be leading us to maybe, yes, we're going to Elbaf, but in actuality it takes us somewhere else. So going in line with your comment, Matt Saturn. Last week, was it last week? It was last week or the week before. We were talking about the potential possibility of the Straw Hats going to the moon before we get into the next arcs, because it looks like Oda is setting up. I'm trying to remember who said this last week, and I apologize for not remembering. But I don't remember if it was brought up last week or in the Afterthoughts before. But someone brought up the possibility of, because there's so much happening on Egghead Island, the Straw Hats, the only way they'll be able to escape is by going up. And by having the Vegapunks with us here, potentially the power source, instead of having a Kude burst that goes out, it goes up. So if we have a Kude burst and we have a knock-up stream that goes up into the air, but the thing is if we have, I'm going to assume Vegapunk being with us, and the other 7 being there with us as well, Frankie, if we were to go that high up into the air, they would have a plan, like a quick strategy of like, oh snap, we're going too high. Everybody put on your suits, you won't be able to breathe. That would have the adventure, bro. As much as I want to go to Elbaf, and I do with every fiber of my being, if we were to take a quick adventure to the moon, no one's complaining. No one's complaining. I'm not complaining. Are any of you complaining? I'm never complaining. We go to the moon, dude. I am not complaining in the slightest. In the slightest, man. That would be so cool. Like Isopod says, Egghead being the Jaya arc to Moon Pia would be peak fiction. Whether Egghead is the Jaya to Elbaf or the Jaya to the moon, it'd be peak. It would be peak, man. Super peak. But yo, Matt Saturn, thank you so much for the comment. Y'all came in to like so more this week. I don't even have to do an Afterthoughts. Yeah, y'all went in so hard this week for the comments, man. So hard. So I'm gonna be live here for a few more minutes and then we'll call it. But yo, y'all went crazy today, bro. Y'all went with the comments, with the supers, with the, my goodness, the memberships. Y'all are my goats. Y'all are truly my goats. Man. Yo, Plutonian Moon, my boy Pluto, what is popping, my good brother? It is good to see you. Sunny can fly and they can hold off Kizaru, so go him something. You're talking about like them potentially going to the moon, right? So like they go up to the moon, the Sunny is flying up, and oh, could you imagine that? Then you have like Zoro or someone holding off Kizaru. Oh, dude, I would mark out to the max. To the max, son. Oh, I would love that so much. So much, man. Don't forget to like the video. Yep, Usopp Cornerman. Shout out to my boy Usopp Cornerman. Says, don't forget to like the video. Like the video, my people. Like the video. Hi, watching from the Philippines. Yo, Kagura, nothing but love to you over in the Philippines. Nothing but love, yo. Matt Saturn comes in with a membership to the Kingdom of Awesome Sauce, yo. Thank you so much. And welcome to the Kingdom of Awesome Sauce, man. I think this is the most members we've ever had in one video. I think maybe besides like 1044. Maybe even on top of 1044. 11? Yo, this is crazy. Matt Saturn, welcome to the Kingdom of Awesome Sauce, dog. I truly appreciate you. Truly appreciate you, man. It would be the best way to bring NL back into the story. You're talking about for us going back to the moon? Maki Man? Absolutely. If we go to the moon and we see NL there waiting for us, he's like, oi, Mugiwara. Dude, and the thing is, because Skypiea and the moon has so much to do with Void Century stuff, if we were to go to Moon Pia, even if it's just for a little bit, just have a little side adventure in the moon, oh, bro, there'd be so much information. And I guarantee you, a lot of that information would be so important to Elbaf. Because let's just say, Instant Messenger Sama's right, and we go into a full-on lore dump for the Joy Boy, the sun, stuff of that nature, we know that in One Piece, the sun and the moon are very, very important and very, very important to each other. So what better way before we find out about the sun to go into the actual moon, right? And we find out so much about the One Piece world there, and see it from afar, and it would be cool. This is a Metal Gear Solid reference for those of you who played that game, but one of the characters in Metal Gear Solid, when they went to the moon, their sort of perspective of the world changed, and it would be interesting if NL going to the moon has a different perspective of reality and the world because of going to the moon. You know, and I think that'd be a really cool thing to explore when it comes to just NL's character as a whole. For a character who does have this complex in the way that NL does, it would be interesting if he were to see himself as lower than what he initially anticipated because of just seeing the Earth from so far. And being like, wait a minute. And I think that'd be cool to explore. So if we were to go to the moon and have a character exploration with NL, while also having this really fun time with it, I think that would be so peak. So peak, man. I would love that. I would love that a lot. No, I appreciate you, Soul Cal, man. I appreciate you, dog. Yo, Mist, man. Thank you, dude. No, it really was another banger chapter. And an awesome stream. Awesome stream, man. Great way to end the year. And for everybody who's here, if you have not voted on the chapter of the year poll, I'm still having that up. I'm gonna have it up until tomorrow. Then tomorrow I'm gonna finish tallying up the results. Then in the weekend I'm gonna do the tallying up the results and giving y'all the official chapter of the year top 10 results. So that'll be a lot of fun. That'll be a lot of fun, man. NL has Logia Awakening, dude. Radloon, I would be marking out. As an NL fan, I would be marking out, man. Luffy grabbing NL Electricity in Gear 5, I think that would be the most the most hype scene of all time. Especially knowing how Oda did the incredible, like, whenever he grabbed the lightning against Kaido, and that served to be such an amazing scene. I can't wait to see how they handle that in the anime, actually. Just hearing the sparks. That's going to be goated. Speaking of sparks, I didn't pull Nami, but I did get Yamato and Kaido. In Treasure Cruise. I got Yamato, Kaido, and the Sanji... Did I get Sanji? Yeah, I got Sanji and Usopp. But I didn't get Robin or Nami. Subra coming with a hundo. It says the ally is the original Kuma. So, the ally is the original Kuma. What if VP separated Kuma's brain between the Kuma we know and the original? That is really cool. Subra, I love that theory. That's why Vegapunk can't turn him back to normal. Oh! And that would imply when the real Kuma shows up to help us, that kicks us into the flashback. Subra, that's a great theory. Subra, that is a phenomenal theory, and it would imply, or it would explain why Oda introduced the separating brains thing at the beginning of this arc. Oh, I love that theory, man. I love that theory. Now I'm down for all of them. Original Kuma, Sabo, Scopper. Well, I'm down. That's a great theory, Subra. That's a great theory, man. Woof. Who else is some of y'all in Randy Troy? Yo, shout out to my boy Randy Troy, man. Shout out to my boy Randy D. Troy, bro. So he's live right now as well. Shout out to my boy, man. Shout out to my boy. He said same theories in here as well. That's super cool. That's super cool, man. Shout out to my boy Randy. Blackbeard Awakening was to put me in the hospital. Dude, I feel like Blackbeard Awakening put all of us there, right? Where we'd just be foaming at the mouth, knocked out by Conqueror's Hockey at that point. Wow. Yo, y'all popped off today, man. my mind is blown. Mabruk says Sabo being the ally kind of makes sense because Edison said they'd have nowhere left to hide, and maybe Dragon told Vegapunk to hide him for a while after the Lucy incident. Thoughts. So Sabo being the ally makes sense, and nowhere left to hide. Dragon, okay, I can see that. And if that's the case, Mabruk, as a massive fan of Sabo, like I said, let's get it. And you're absolutely right, considering they have nowhere else to go. Literally, Sabo has nowhere else to go. At this point in time, the rest of the One Piece world is seeing him as completely different. Where they're like, wait a minute, this is the man. This is the representative of the Revolutionary Army. He will be known worldwide no matter where he goes. No matter where he goes. And so, man, if it's Sabo too, oh, please, dude, I'll take any of those. Any of those are great. Any of those are great. Namer, with the membership for 1 month, Kingdom of Peak Fiction. I appreciate you so much, Namer, man. Holy flagners. I just realized I had this. Should have done this earlier. Namer, you're a real G, bro. You're a real G, dog. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much, Namer, man. So, let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Instant Messenger Sama goes from taking out Leloucia to then targeting my channel. I get frozen mid-speech after reading his original super chat. I read the next super chat, my mind gets expanded, and now there's a fitty? Is it Instant Messenger Sama or is it Santa or the same person? Are Instant Messenger Sama and Santa the same person? Dog, this stream is nuts. This stream is nuts. Holy flagnards, Instant Messenger Sama. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, that's a Santa hat level super, bro. What am I looking at here? Instant Messenger Sama comes in and says, whoa, yo, King, there's a Caribbean legend that says Joy Boy is happy lucky. Yes, I'm well aware of this one. Happy go lucky God who charms all who meet him. Always seen smiling, his body is either in a relaxed state or in a majestic dance. Evil beings are forced to dance until they dance out or pass out. What's so interesting about that Instant Messenger Sama, I feel like there's going to be an Oda twist on that. I think we're going to see that in the flashback, but just an Oda twist. Where, whenever we get to the Void Century flashback, I actually want Oda to play around with his art style when we get to the Void Century flashback. I want the Void Century flashback to be presented like a fairy tale. And Oda is able to play around with different types of art styles, where he's able to go into like a classic Japanese type of fairy tale art style that he's done within the manga before, while also going into the toon stuff, right? Like the Luffy tunes and Looney Tunes stuff. So he'll be able to play around both of them in the flashback, while simultaneously also possibly giving us realistic drawings from Oda as well when it comes to drawing potential nuclear weaponry. The ancient weapons are probably going to look super like some of our stuff, right? It's going to give him an opportunity to really play around with his art style. With that being said, I do feel like when we get to the Void Century flashback, we're going to see Joy Boy, similar to how Luffy's doing to us when he goes into Gear 5, it's going to be everyone within the manga themselves, whether it be, like I said earlier, in the sky, on the blue sea, in Fishman Island, wherever it is, wherever Luffy or wherever Joy Boy went, he brought smiles to people's faces. And those smiles brought people joy, brought them happiness, made them want to move forward in their lives. But there has to be a twist. There's always an Oda twist. And that Oda twist is going to be the most fascinating part about it. Whether it be the introduction of the Allspark, whether it be him being the Undying Flame, the emotional twist that we normally get within those great flashbacks, the apology stuff, like, that's what I'm super looking forward to. But you're absolutely right on the actual legend of Joy Boy, which of course, due to One Piece being derived from pirates and the legends of pirates and whatnot, Joy Boy was very popular within Caribbean legend. And that's where the Drums of Liberation come from, the name Joy Boy with Jayabaya, right, and stuff of that nature. So, love it, Instant Messenger Sama, man. You're a real G, dog. You're a real G. I don't know whether you're Instant Messenger Sama or Joy Boy. Maybe that might be foreshadowing to the manga itself. But you're a goat. Thank you so much for the 50, dog. I truly, truly appreciate you, man. Holy sweet mother of Flagnards. Holy sweet mother of Flagnards. Namer, thank you once again so much for the membership, dog. I appreciate you. Instant Messenger Sama, man. And then Super Alatran comes in with the membership for 1 month for the Kingdom of Sand Hat. Says if Oda wants to full send Kuzan undercover, You could have Kuzan beat someone we consider an ally. So it's even hard to believe he's in sword. Absolutely. You're right. And that's what I was talking about earlier. He could potentially freeze Garp the same way he froze Saul and still have him live based on the nature of his ability. But at the same time, it's like Kuzan is there. They're losing. Just Blackbeard being there with the possibility earlier of Sengoku coming in. I believe Xanarkin brought up. Sengoku comes in with Garp against Blackbeard. I'm already like hesitant. This is prime Blackbeard, right? With potentially just having beat Law. Now boxing both of them, he's going to be in a power high. So he's going to be going in like swimwear. Garp, it's going to be very difficult for them to win that. You put Kuzan into the picture? Oh no. Oh no, man. Insane. Insane stuff. And so, but if you're right about him really wanting to full send Kuzan undercover, that's how you do it. Have us believe Kuzan is on Blackbeard's side till the very end. Break our ankles. Break our ankles. You're absolutely right. I love it. I love that theory. Love that theory, man. Wow. Wow. Yo, y'all went in this stream. Y'all went in so hard this stream. Yeah, more Austria. The chapter came on, man. It's crazy. It is crazy. So, yeah, Bruno spitting. Oda keeps cooking legendary stuff nonstop. I don't know how he does it, bro. He's not human. He's not human in the slightest. But, brother, how's your book writing going? I hope we get to read that peak soon. Red Haired Captain is going fantastic, man. Working on it every single day. I'm actually hoping next year will be the year we'll have it in a readable state to start sending out in queries to agents and whatnot. So very exciting stuff incoming for the writing. Absolutely. And then, of course, when I start sending it out to agents and whatnot, I would love to share some stuff with y'all as well, heading into 2023 for sure. But thank you for asking, Red Hair Captain, man. It's been great. It's been really, really great. If we get another plot twist like that in CS4, it's over. Dude, just get ready. Get ready. That's all I'm saying. Get ready, man. But, yo, I appreciate y'all so much for being here, man. Thank you for one of the craziest streams that we've done. An amazing way to end the year, mind you, man. We had an incredible, incredible stream. Incredible stream. From top to bottom, we had a banger chapter, banger discussion, insane comments. You guys were like the night that we had the Drums of Liberation chapter, or the night that we had like the Lucia chapter, or all of those like crazy ones where y'all just popped off. Y'all went off hard today, man. Y'all went off crazy today, dog. And I appreciate y'all so much from the bottom of my heart, man. Incredible, incredible stream, dude. Incredible stuff. What a start to the new year, like you said, Shoyosi. Incredible. Kosh Panda says the speech pattern is similar to Tashigi or Kobe. Not saying it's them, but it's as polite as them. Oh, so it could very well could be like a Tashigi or something. Now, Tashigi or Smoker would be interesting. Them having to deal with the scenario at hand. That's actually very interesting. Wish you the best for you and your book journey. Thank you, Horace, man. Thank you, dog. I appreciate you. Thanks for the hype stream. Recon has been a great year for One Piece. Agreed. I love Cody, man. Cannot wait for next year. Next year might even surpass this year. So, it's going to be insane. Been stuff for years. Love your energy. Thank you, Radloon, man. I appreciate you. Good luck with your goals. We're going to keep on being goated. Thank you, Mist. You're a goat. Yes, Lord. It's a banger stream today. Yo, and Semester Sama, you're a part of it, man. Thank you, dog. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're a true legend, brother. Much love, Maki Man. Peak peace, Shiro Nuda. Peak peace. Subra coming with a 40 says, GDN8, good night, early happy new year, read Windbreaker. Still gotta get on that Windbreaker, man. Absolutely. And actually, I've been in a webtoons mood because I just finished, I don't know if you guys ever watched it on Netflix, Lookism, the anime adaptation of a webtoon. And that put me in a webtoon mood. I was like, yo, I gotta read something. I gotta read something like that. And so, definitely gotta read some webtoons. So Windbreaker's gotta be coming in soon. W stream Bar M, you're crazy. Bar M is insane. Bar M gifted 10 memberships today, y'all. Bar M is nuts. Bar M is on a different level, yo. Insane, man. Thank you, Super Electron. Happy New Year's to you as well. SoulCal, have a good one. Happy New Year. Happy New Year's to all of y'all, man. Red Hair Captain, thank you. Thank you, Namaria. Definitely update me on your CS4 journey, wherever it may be. Update me, yo. But I will see y'all next time. Once again, the chapter of the year stuff will be this weekend. If you still have time to submit your things over on the YouTube video, if you would like to take part in the chapter of the year discussion or the poll results thing, definitely go submit your favorite chapters of the year. And I'm going to be finish tallying that up tomorrow to get it ready for the weekend where we're going to talk about our favorite chapters of the year, man. And then starting off next year, we're going to be talking about the favorite episodes of the year. And then when One Piece goes on break again after that, it will be finally time to do our official, for the first time in years, our official community arc rankings for the best-selling manga in history. It's going to be a crazy time to start off 2023. So, I will see y'all next time. Have a good one. Y'all have a great New Year's. Take care. Thank you so much, Captain Clark, yo. And I will... Oh, man, dude. What a year it's been, man. And we're ending off on a banger stream, yo. We just love to see it. What a goated peak. Peak year, man. This is our peak, ladies and gentlemen. This is our peak.